Alright, I am very tired, but we are doing this because today we have another robot. Today we have Metallo. No, not Metallo, the Superman villain. This is Metallo from Tales of Suspense, who is a thing, and his name is Metallo. What was the dread secret of Metallo? There is no place to run, humans. Metallo is here, and he is here, suspended by big chains, coming from nowhere. Descending upon humanity. So yeah, these giant monster videos do terribly, okay, but I've got two more and I'm just gonna get through them because I really like them. They mean a lot to me, at least, even if they don't really mean anything to anybody else. So I'm just gonna finish these two, and then I guess it'll just be superheroes from here on out until I can, you know, find something better that'll get me more views. But let's get down to business. We have the thing called Metallo. Here we have part one. Oh, look, he's an aquatic monster. That's interesting. I didn't expect that. Did this? No, he's not. There's no way. There's no way. Our tale begins in the midnight stillness of a person being shattered by the piercing wail of a siren. It's Mike Fallon, and he has escaped. He's got to move fast. That is Sonic the Hedgehog, I believe, who says that. Okay, so we're starting out with a prison break. Not bad. It's a good way to start a story. Yes, you're the vicious, ruthless Mike Fallon, and you're determined to be free no matter who gets hurt. That guy was a sucker to stop now. While he's out cold, I'll make my getaway using his clothes and his car. Oh, jeez, he's naked. You speed to a large, crowded city where you leave the car and try to hide among the teeming populace. But it's no good, too many cops around. I'm sure to get spotted. Okay. Oh, look, the newsboy is shouting. Extra, still no volunteers for radiation suit tests. Read all about it. Suddenly you get a hunch. Oh god, what is it? What are you planning? You buy the paper and you read the story. Hey, this is for me. The cops would never think of looking for an escaped con on a government site where they're testing all this nuclear stuff. Inventor claims new metal suit can withstand radiation from atomic explosion. No one volunteers for tests. Yeah, I wouldn't either. What are they're gonna put you in the middle of an atomic explosion? Nah, you can give that job to someone else. So then the following day, yes, sir. My name's George Brown, and I figure it's my patriotic duty to volunteer for these experiments. George Brown, that's a lie. What's his name? Mike Fallon. Wonderful, Mr. Brown. I can't tell you how anxiously we've been awaiting for some brave, loyal citizen like yourself to offer his services. Come, Mr. Brown, we'll show you the suit. What is it? Okay, so that's it. Metallo is a suit? Is it a living suit? Is the radiation going to bring it to life? Very interesting. Let's see. Let's see how this goes. Here it is. The individual's ultimate defense in this nuclear age of a modern suit of armor. A giant lead Hulk built to keep out radiation, repel atomic heat, and withstand nuclear shockwaves. A veritable fortress of protection. You know what that is? That's Iron Man. That's the Iron Man suit. That's basically what it is. It's a suit of robotic armor that protects you against anything. This does predate Iron Man. It has to. Dude, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Boy, it sure does look strong. Yes, it does. In fact, doesn't it look like the Ironmonger? That is very interesting. It is strong. How about trying it on? The dials are all simple and easy to understand. You will have no difficulty working the controls. And as soon as you're inside this lead suit, it shuts and locks automatically, the way it will have to remain until you yourself open it. What? That's terrible. Did you even do a background check before you gave him access to the all-powerful super suit? Can you hear us in there, Mr. Brown? Yes, everything is fine. Are you comfortable? Is the air pressure adequate? Good, now start to move. Try and walk. So that's it. It's just a criminal finds himself inside of a prototype military exoskeleton, and that's Metallo? I guess that's interesting. I'm gonna do some research and see if Metallo ever fought Iron Man. Who came first? Because this is Tales of Suspense. I'm sorry, hold on. We gotta go back. We gotta go back. This is Tales of Suspense number 16. Yeah, this came way before Iron Man. So you see, Iron Man wasn't even really an original idea at all. They already had the idea. They had already been writing fucking stories about it. You scan the controls, you reach for the correct lever, you pull it, and the great hulk of impenetrable lead begins to move. It is exactly 2 weeks before you will get your deadly idea. He's doing it, he's making the suit walk. Wonderful, but this is just the beginning of the most fantastic experiments the world has ever seen. For a full week, you live in the suit, practicing arm, leg, and body movements until you've completed mastery over the huge machine. Then you're ready to undergo the first atomic explosion. It's going to be a small atoll in the South Pacific. Are you nervous, George? Yes, a little. Yeah, I would be too, Jesus Christ. But not as nervous as I'd be if the cops caught me and sent me back to the pen. 5 days later, you reach the target area, 28 hours before the idea will strike you. What is the idea? Is he gonna go on a rampage? Alright, well, I gotta give it to this story. It definitely is giving me suspense. The explosion will be underwater to see if you can survive a radioactive tidal wave. Good luck, Mr. Brown, and so you wait. Wait to undergo the grimmest experience any mortal has ever known. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Fuck. This suit better be all those jokers claim it is, because 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Up the baroom. There's the baroom. The impact of the destination is shattering. It stirs the entire sea area. The murky depths become tumultuous as they heave upward, causing the surface to swell and smash at a small Pacific isle. Ugh. This is a lot rougher than they said it would be. And then yes, for the first time in years, the scientists have made the dangerous mistake of underestimating the effect of a nuclear explosion. The island, it's sinking. And I'm going down, I'm going to drown. Oh shit. No, he's not gonna drown, there's no way. But you do not drown, for the incredible suit you wear is watertight. You're still living, still breathing, still thinking as you sink down into the dark fathoms of the sea. Your mighty suit of lead armor takes you deep among the strange predatory fishes of the murky depths. Oh, there's a big octopus! Oh my god, it's Monstro! Look at him. The marine monster strikes, his huge powerful tentacles encircle your struggling form. He tries to destroy you, to crush you, as he has crushed so many other creatures. But mere flesh and muscle are no match against the 1,000 pounds of solid lead. The shield you wear can defeat any living menace. It's Iron Man, dude. That's Iron Man. He's loosening his grip. He can't hold the suit. It's too powerful. A moment later, you're free to take the offensive, to strike your attacker in a death-dealing blow. This is fucking awesome. The menacing octopus is finished, and now you look up and see 2 frogmen swimming towards you. And then they're coming to rescue me. The frogmen tie you securely, then slowly you're hoisted up to the surface. You make your report. That's right, no radiation, no water, nothing came through the suit. Wonderful, in spite of our mishap, the defense suit passed its first test. Now we'll have to submit it to a nuclear explosion in the air? How are you gonna do that? This time the scene is the New Mexican desert. It's exactly 8 minutes before you'll get your fantastic, fatal idea. These chains better hold, you son of a bitch. Yes, don't worry, they will. You'll be lifted high in the air and we'll shoot a rocket whose atomic warhead will be timed to explode 50 yards from you. God, that's beautiful. Look at the coloring on that. I love the colors in these old comics. Right there on the sunset, sitting there, hanging. Oh my gosh, and then it's beautiful. So once again, you undergo an experience no mortal has ever known. An atomic explosion only 50 yards from me. I wouldn't think any kind of tin suit could stand up against that. But I might as well go through with it. This hunk of lead is still my best hiding place. For breathless seconds, you hover silently at the designated altitude, then suddenly, from the ground it comes at you, blazing with deadly accuracy, the deadliest weapon known to man, an atomic goddamn warhead. And here we go, part 2! Yay, you guys ready? Okay, let's see, because this is... I am in suspense. Is it going to make him go crazy? What's going to happen? The deadly rocket goes higher and higher until it hovers a scant 50 yards from its lead-encased target, and then suddenly, baroom! Once again with the barooms. Ooh, Kirby drew this. Yep, yeah, square fingers, that's Kirby. I survived the atomic explosion. I'm not even hurt. The blast, the heat, the radiation, none of it came through the leading shield. You can hardly believe that you've witnessed. The giant armor you're wearing must be the strongest thing in the world. So strong that now the idea comes to you. The idea that will doom you. Is it suicide? Is he gonna kill himself? Come on. Come on! Why the suspense? I mean, I chose to read a comic called Tales of Suspense, so I don't know. I took on this job to escape from the cops, but as long as I'm inside the Hulk, I don't have to escape from anyone. I can fight and lick the cops and the army, anybody. Yes, you are Iron Man. Before Iron Man. That's what I'm gonna call this episode. It's gonna be called Metallo, the prototype Iron Man. So this time, when you're back on the ground, when the officers and scientists ask you to come out of the lead suit, sorry gents, I like it in here, I'm not leaving. This is no time for games, Mr. Brown. Step out of the suit and we'll discuss our tests. Now you listen to me, pal. Listen real good. My name is not Brown. It's Mike Fallon, and I'm an escaped con, a wanted criminal. And you would know that if you did a background check. This is where it all comes crumbling down, people. And I'm here for it. What? You're kidding. You must be kidding. He's not kidding, guys. You'll soon see how much I am kidding. But if you're serious, what do you intend doing? What are you going to use the suit for? The lead overcoat is going to put me back in business, pal, the business of crime. And while the duped officials look on in their little helplessness, you turn and slowly lumber away. He's just slowly walking away. They can't even do anything. God, if only you would put somebody trustworthy inside the damn thing. Well, I guess nobody wanted to do it. Nobody was that suicidal. He's leaving, and we're powerless to stop him. And we can't possibly destroy the shield. It's impervious to every weapon known to man. The Hulk unlocks from the inside. Only he can open the suit. You travel to a nearby highway where you wait for nightfall to steal into the rear of a truck. No use revealing myself unless I have to. Working undercover will make things smoother. Oof, tired. It's 2 days later when you reach your destination, San Francisco. There's only one job I always wanted to pull in this town, but I never had the right equipment until now. Without being seen, you work your way over to a remotely located sewer entrance. This sewer goes right underneath the First National Bank. A haul like this can bring me enough to live it up the rest of my life. But I want more than dough, I want power, and with the lead suit, I'll get it. I'll get anything and everything that I want. A common thing for supervillains in the Silver Age was power going to their heads. I love it. I never get tired of that trope. You go until you come to the spot directly under the bank vaults. Then you put the Hulk, the world's most powerful machine, to work. He's gonna burrow his way. Yes, he is. Look at that. While you dig and claw and scoop through the dirt and rock and metal, another person in the legitimate process of entering the very same vault. It's time to check the vault before the annual audit, but a moment later, uh-oh, it's a giant robot. I wasn't expecting that. In sheer panic, the bank employee shuts and locks the vault again. But now that you have been seen, it is no longer time for pretense. You scoop up what money you can hide in your suit and then smash your way through the steel door of the vault. Shock, disbelief, fear. You see it all in the faces of those who behold you, and then you decide that such an awesome menace as yourself should have a new dramatic name. I am Metallo. Atomic bombs cannot affect me. How can you puny humans stop me? Secure in the knowledge of your invincibility, you move on, mocking all that stand in your way. For it is useless to fire at him. Quickly, Billy, get out of the way, for I am going to faint. But the city of San Francisco is not without resources. Almost immediately, a riot squad arrives. We have the street blocked. You can't get away. Whoever you are, you must surrender. But I will not surrender. Metallo surrenders to no one, especially not the cops. Holy smoke, he lifts the car like it is a toy. See, he has super strength, just like Iron Man. It's hopeless. We can't stop him. We'll have to call the National Guard or the Army. Fools, they can't help you. No one, nothing can stop Metallo. Okay. So how are they going to do it? I'm very curious to see how he's going to meet his end. He's going to do it to himself somehow. We know that because they always do. And also, this isn't really a giant monster. This is more like birth of a supervillain. With undiminished enthusiasm, you wend your way confidently throughout the city until you happen to see Alcatraz. Man, what an idea that gives me. I could break into the pen and set all the convicts free. I could make them into an army. Thrilled by the sheer viciousness of your idea, you proceed to carry it out. An army of hardened criminals led by the all-powerful Metallo. That sounds awesome. I really hope that happens. The Metallo, there's no way they didn't use this guy again. This is pretty cool. We'll march to the other prisons, release their convicts. Soon I'll have enough men to take over the whole country, maybe even the world. Encased in your waterproof armor, you walk across the bottom of the bay towards Alcatraz, and minutes later, your fantastic form rises from the deep. What the shit is that? I don't know, but it doesn't stop. We have to fire, but they can't fire because he's invincible. And again, bullets are unable to stop you as you smash right through the formidable wall of the penitentiary. Without the slightest hesitation, your invincible Hulk carries you across the courtyard and into the prison house. You see, they need a supervillain. At some point, like, this would be like when Thor shows up and smashes him or something. Somebody would stop him. But this is Tales of Suspense. There are no superheroes in this story, so how is he gonna meet his end? I am Metallo. I have the greatest strength on Earth. I've come here to form an army of convicts. Then a moment later, the convicts are cheering you on as the desperate guards try futilely to hold you back. It's like trying to stop a Sherman tank. Yeah, that's true. Attaboy, Metallo, come and let us out of here. Give it to him good, Metallo. Hurry up and set us free. This is great. This should be like The Punisher. Like Metallo and his army of criminals versus The Punisher. That would be... I would pay to see that movie. But when you pass the guards, when you've reached the cell blocks, you're just about to force open the first cell when it happens. Oh, I feel sick. My head hurts and there is pain in my chest. The pain is terrific. Oh God, what is it? Oh man, no! An instant later, the pain subsides, but you're left weak and groggy. You're ill, badly ill, and you know it. I must get help. The prison infirmary, that's it. I'll make the doctors help me. Hey, Metallo, set us free. Don't leave us locked up. We'll be your army. We'll do anything you say. But you're much too ill to care about the prisoners, about great conquests, about anything except just getting well again. You must help me. I am sick. You must tell me what to do to get well again. If you don't, I will destroy you all. You describe your symptoms to the doctors, you answer their medical questions, and when you finally finish, they give you your answer. You have malignant disease that can only be cured by only one treatment, radiation. And that's it. The biggest irony of your entire life. Radiation's not able to penetrate this lead Hulk. I'd have to come out of my armor to take the treatments. But of course, and if I do that, I'll be captured and put back in prison to the rest of my days. That's it. It's always that. It's always something small and simple that humbles them. You know, like, it's always like one tiny little detail that destroys the greatest, most powerful, most evil monsters. It's always the smallest little thing, the smallest little human detail. I love it. I fucking love it. All right, for a moment, you just remain there, hardly able to believe this bitter twist of fate. Then you slowly turn and walk away. I won't take the radiation treatments. I won't let them capture me. But if I don't, You're no longer arrogant. Exactly. It's humbling. They become humbled. You're no longer arrogant as you move past the rows of excited prisoners, for your dream of conquest is over. It's all over. Metallo, come back and set us free. Let us out of here. With our leader, we'll conquer the world. You leave the prison, cross the bay, and go to a remote mountain on the California coast where you stand alone, in pain, thinking, debating, trying to decide, knowing that any decision will be your undoing. If I remain here, the disease will soon finish me. But if I leave my lead suit, if I become just a weak human again, I'll be finished too. The choice is mine, but no man ever had such a choice before. Sometimes, Metallo, when too much power falls into the hands of one human, fate steps in, for no mortal can defy the whole human race, as you have now learned, as you will never forget. The end. Mwah! Mwah! Perfect. Perfect. Oh my god. Fucking perfect. Well, that explains why Metallo never showed up again. But he is exactly like Iron Man. He has a suit of armor. It makes him invincible. It gives him super strength. And also he has a terminal illness. The armor is killing him, but also keeping him alive. That's Iron Man, dude. This is totally the prototype Iron Man. Perfect 10. 10 out of 10. I don't know if you guys will agree with me, but that story was great. I love it. I love the tropes. I love person gets power, power goes to their head, person becomes arrogant, fate steps in, and through a small twist of fate, they become humbled again. It's a story as old as time, and I love it, and I love every time it's told in comic book form. But I give this a perfect 10. I thoroughly enjoyed this. I love it. I like Metallo. It's a shame that he never showed up again, or maybe he didn't. He must have died. There's no other way, right? He must have died. So somewhere out there in the Marvel universe, buried in the California mountains, is a suit of armor with a dead man in it because his arrogance led him down this path. It's a shame, but it's poetic and wonderful. I love it. 10 out of 10. But what do you guys think? What do you give it on a score of 1 to 10? Tell me what you think and let me know why. But anyway, that's it for this comic book. If you liked reading this comic with me, you want to read more comics with me, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, nerds, stay heroic.